Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
Yo,
So,
everybody good? Everybody in?
yep.
we're here.
All
One last
right.
week.
Welcome back, everybody. It's another night of Island Boys football talk. It's your boys as usual, ready to break down week 18. Of course, you got your three hosts in the building. Jizzle representing the Philadelphia Eagles. C Money representing the San Francisco 49ers. And of course, Shreda representing the Carolina Panthers. All right, guys. It's week 18. We already had one game done. Both to see another one for the AFC Division South, and then of course our games tomorrow. So like, we'll break down each of our games and then look ahead at what's at stake for the playoffs come next week. But like I said, it's week 18 football, final game of the regular season. Of course, both of you are moving on to the playoffs. The Panthers will head into the off season as this game finishes tomorrow. So I mean, let me just start and knock it out of the way. Get it out of the way fast. We ain't playing for nothing. The good thing is that even if we win, we can't go no lower than ninth in the draft standings based on strength of schedule. Steve Wilkes still says he wants to win. He's playing to win. I think we're gonna look at a couple other young players, but that's probably it for me because the game means nothing to me outside of seeing one or two players like Amari Barno and Preston Williams and those guys play. But the Raiders last, so we can't jump ahead of them. They were eight, we were ninth. We would need the Rams to win and the Falcons to win, and we to lose to go up to about seventh. I can't see the Falcons beating the Buccaneers. I doubt the Rams gonna beat the Seahawks, so we
We
may
would
be
like we
ninth.
would like to see the Rams beat the Seahawks, so that we
Yeah,
get some controversy from Green Bay and the Lions.
well, you know how it is. I just don't see it happening. So I think we'll be about either eight or ninth when it's all said and done in the draft standings. Is it good enough for a quarterback with all those other teams in front? We'll have to see. That's for another day. But in terms of the game tomorrow, we're playing at New Orleans. New Orleans ain't got nothing to play for. It's not like they have their own first round pick. So I think they're gonna play the win because it doesn't matter to them. It's not like they could hurt themselves. It's the Phillies first round pick.
Yep.
So they're just gonna play hard. As for the Panthers, like I said, Steve Wilkes last game. Don't know if he's gonna be the head coach going forward or not. We'll see. They said that he still has to do the Panthers would still have to do the normal procedure, which is the Rooney rule. Even if they want to take off the interim tag, they still have to interview two minority coaches from outside the organization. So there's word that we would interview Demico Ryans, probably Eric Bieniemy, but I don't know what's at stake. Let me see tomorrow after the game. I'll have more to speak about on what we think that's gonna happen. But for today, yeah, just go there, Panthers, and play your best. It's not like we could hurt ourselves anymore. So even if we win, it's fine. So just go and play as hard as you can. Enjoy yourself for the last game. I don't think there's no incentive. Ben Bonds has 12 and a half sacks and he's three sacks to get the team record. Not no problem on mine, but he's injured. Sam Donald play. I don't know what's gonna expect from him. And defense play. What are we gonna do? Watch CJ Henderson and Keith Taylor get right again? I don't know. God bless them. I'm done with the Panthers for the season. No, two of you could talk some playoff football. I'm done.
This guy is very emotional, kid, right? I don't know what.
Very depressing.
I know we can do it for the
Very
next 2 years.
depressing. Probably gotta wait
I
till the
don't know.
draft before he could get excited. Probably maybe
I,
free agency.
all I doing is listening to I for the rest of the next 3-4 weeks.
Oh boy.
Well, I think our game, we still, we're looking for Eagles last, so we could get in that number one seed. Um, I don't think it happened because the Giants look like they're missing all their
Yep.
starters,
Yep.
and Jalen Hurts coming back.
I don't even
He
know
can play.
who that damn quarterback the Jets start.
I don't know who the backup is.
Some fella, let me even know what his name is.
So that's probably a long shot. and no Jalen Hurts gonna play because he need to shake off.
Yeah.
Like he's not getting rid of him because he was out them last two games. So we'll probably be locked into the second seed, and then we'll have to play number
If
7,
you
right?
if you locked into the second, you're playing the no,
Seven
you'll be
seed.
playing number 6, and that would be
Number
the
6,
Giants.
the Giants.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna sleep on this game. All starters gonna play. Debo will be back. Elijah Mitchell will be back. They probably won't play the whole game. Armstead and Kinlaw both fell ill this week, so they might not play. We elevated some people from the practice squad, Janoris Jenkins and another defensive tackle. Um, so you can still see probably a good half of football from our starters. You might see more from Bosa because he trying to get the 49ers sack record. He just need two. He just need two. Yeah, two to break it. He got 17 and a half, so he had two and a half. Sorry, two and a half. Okay, then he'll break it with 20, and he'll break Alan Smith record for 19 and a half sacks for the 49ers record. It'll be awesome if you go ahead and get like 4 or 5 and break what he named record.
Who's Strahan?
Yeah. So we'll see because I don't even know who the Cardinals got as them quarterback. I forget his name. Bro.
Some
Borrow?
fella because Mikai is out too, so
Right, McCoy Hills, and they told string quarterback as well.
yeah. So
But we ain't gonna sleep on that game. Hopefully, we go ahead. We just dominate the game, and then you'll see them start pulling the starters out. I don't think McCaffrey gonna play the full game. You probably see Debo come in and just get back into the rhythm. Kittle might rest. Bosa might rest. The defensive starters will probably rest out, and you'll see some of the young rookies come in and take over the game once the game is under control. But other than that, we probably got another 2 lockups since the Giants resting their starters. And I just see us coming away with a win out of this game. No matter what the score is, it's gonna be a win. We ain't really worried about the score as long as we win the game. If we lose, you give Minnesota that number 2 seed if they win, and we ain't want that situation. So we're still playing for a little something. So you might still see a half of football from the 49ers, a strong half of dominating football from the 49ers before they start to pull the starters out and give some people some rest and stuff.
yeah, the Cardinals got nothing to play for. I do think that you guys game should be done in the first quarter, but you never know what happens with football. So
Right, and if we win the game, that will make it official that we have swept the division.
right.
Nobody in the division has beaten the 49ers yet. Last game tomorrow, and then we'll be on to the playoffs. There really ain't got much going in the 49ers camp, but that people still hoping that Jimmy could come back for the playoffs. I don't see him starting, but it'd be good to have that backup just in case Paulie remember that he's a 7th-round pick.
Right now, Porty has a hot hand, so you don't have bench Porty for Jimmy. So.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We ain't gonna bench him, but it would be nice to have Jimmy in the back pocket other than Josh Johnson, just in case Paulie have a reminiscence that he is a 7th-round pick and start playing like that 7th-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Or God forbid he get injured. You know. That's it for me for the point on that side.
Yeah, Jizzle. I mean, we covered a lot of the stuff on Tuesday. It's just the last few things, but Jizzle,
Right.
what you got coming up of Philly?
Well, as you can see, the defense is getting healthy again. Chancey Gardner-Johnson was practice this week. He should be playing this week. We'll see what happens. Avante Maddox, I know he should be ready for the playoffs. Of course, Lane Johnson ain't gonna play with that abdominal injury that he had, so he ain't gonna play until playoffs. That's why we're trying to get it by a week. Jalen Hurts is playing up close, so as we said before, he's gonna come in and shake out some of the rust. Probably looking to go in and get a big early lead, and because the Giants ain't playing under the starters. See, of course, Brian Dable already said that Saquon and Daniel Jones ain't playing, so ain't gonna be no tread out their fire. You know what I mean? So on offense, just come out there and do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Let's win this game. Get the number 1 seed, win the division, and go home and let's rest up for the divisional round. Shane Steichen spoke to the reporters. I think it was on Thursday. He said he took all the blame for his play calling and the game plan, of course. He didn't let Sirianni talk much about that. He took the blame for that. So that's good on his part. And he said he won't see that again. Which I mean, you can't be flawless for a whole year. You're gonna do things the wrong way, of course, and you're gonna make bad decisions, of course. You can't be flawless. I mean, we are humans. We can't be flawless for a whole full year, a whole football season, or basketball, whatever sport you're playing, or coaching. So he took responsibility for that, and that's good. But hopefully, he learned from it and what you call it, and understanding to know your personnel. Know your personnel. That's how you gotta do. Know the personnel. I don't understand why coaches don't scheme a game plan to the other team's personnel or the other team's weakness. You see, Bill Belichick does it all the time. Why other coaches don't do it? But we don't take advantage of certain things. So hopefully, moving forward, Shane Steichen and Sirianni could do that. Jonathan Gannon, you're gonna be playing a backup quarterback, a backup starters and stuff like that. See if you could go ahead and take out some wrinkles somehow. Either try and orchestrate a few blitzes, a few plays, see what works, what doesn't work, see how your man coverage goes and stuff like that, whatever. This is, like I said before, you won't going against the starters, you're going against backups. So this is pretty much like a preseason game. You probably might see, hopefully, you're going to see the starters just play, the Eagles starters play probably one half, or maybe just a quarter and a half. And then after the backups coming for the second quarter. I mean for the second half, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But like we said before, it's football, so any damn thing can happen. But I ain't expecting no nonsense to happen. I'm expecting a victory, of course. I expecting a number one seed. I mean, yes, Jalen Hurts got injured. Yes, we lost 2 games. Yes, we are here, but it's already in the past. So it's for us now to move forward and win this game, get a stronghold of the division, a stronghold of the number one seed, and then I have to get ready for the playoffs. I mean, nothing else.
I
That's about it.
saw um I saw a tweet that made me laugh. Said the fact that Jalen Hurts got to come and play in week 18 was a testament to how bad those 2 losses were that you guys had.
Right.
So they said one of them you guys should have beaten
The Cowboys.
Dallas,
Yeah.
and then it was just a total disaster of a game
Against the Saints.
against
The Saints, yeah.
the scene. So the fact that Jalen Hurts got to come and play week 18 wasn't a good look for the Eagles, but I mean that
I mean,
happens.
it happens. It's football. I mean, of course,
Yeah,
if you lose your starting quarterback who's playing at the MVP level all year, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I
that
mean,
happened.
of course, I mean, Minshew ain't Hurts, and he ain't playing at the MVP like Hurts. He'll never be at the MVP level like Hurts. So I mean, of course, that's a big drop off.
Hmm.
So I mean, it happens. But like I said before, I mean, it's the story of Philadelphia. Your quarterback's getting injured last couple of weeks of the season. We side with Donovan. We side with not quarterbacks, but a player, a key player to a team, to your team getting injured. You side with T.O. in 2004. You side with Wentz in 2017, and now you're seeing it with Jalen Hurts. The good thing is T.O. was able to come back. You had Nick Foles, who was a good backup to everyone in the Super Bowl, and now Jalen Hurts it was only a little short shoulder injury. It wasn't nothing big or a big factor, so that's good.
Yeah, so I mean the Eagles. I mean, you and Shane, both of you playing for something,
Mm-hmm.
so it means a lot to you guys.
Right.
You gotta.
And it would suck that something happens that the fat lady sings and we lose this game. You know what I mean? And we fall from the number one seed, having the number one seed all year to drop to the fifth seed.
Right.
Yeah,
That would be devastating. Because now you know what, you won't have home field advantage. You'll be going to Tampa Bay to play Tampa Bay yet again. So you don't want that. You want home field advantage. You want everybody coming to Philadelphia.
and the thing about it is, like, it's a risk versus reward. You gotta
Right.
play the person to secure the number one seed, but you risk getting injured.
Exactly.
So it's very tricky with these kind of games here.
Hmm.
And you just hope for the best that nothing happened to no players or anything. And Like even with Shane still gotta play. They gotta play. They're playing for something.
Right.
So
Playing
you
the
don't
two spot.
right. So I mean, week 18, a long season, a lot of person's body just little nimble.
Just banged up here.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still gotta play. So let's hope everything goes well. But CNC will pop up the playoff standings how it look.
Okay, hold on a second.
See what these playoff standings look like.
I mean, after the debacle that went on with the rulings, it kind of funny, Kind of
Yeah,
funny.
God, we were talking about one of them. Like we couldn't understand what the hell the one with the Seahawks. I don't understand that.
Right. So, all right, come on, break now. Let me get my right screen up. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, like we said, in the NFC side, Eagles hold the number one seed. They got the Giants. They should be the Giants based on what the Giants playing. 49ers should hold on to number two. Vikings are but locked into the number three. Buccaneers are but locked in number four. Cowboys will be facing the Buccaneers in the playoffs. Um, Giants will face the number two seed, whoever that is. More than likely should be the 49ers. And then it comes down to some weird nonsense here with the Seahawks, technically in seventh,
But
but
they in the this is the
but
thing.
they in seven, but technically they ain't in seven. I don't understand what kind of I don't know. They need the Lions to win, and then I really don't understand it.
I don't understand how the Seahawks could still be in it. If the Seahawks win, that still don't mean they in it
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it.
because if the Lions, I think if the Lions win, they jump the Seahawks.
Oh, the
No,
Lions, but the Lions,
if
that's
the
it has
Packers
to be the
win,
Lions. If the Packers win, I think they jump
if
the
the
Seahawks.
Packers win, the Packers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They the Lions need um
The Seahawks to lose
Seahawks to lose and Lions to win.
to win, yeah. For them to get in the playoffs.
Seahawks need you would think the Seahawks control their own destiny. But no matter what they do, if the Packers win them in, I don't understand.
Hmm.
I feel that there is a thing to get Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
I think it's because of the conference, the division, the conference. I think the Packers got more conference win than the Seahawks got.
Okay, so why isn't the Seahawks the Packers at number 7 then?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
If you look at every playoff position, the Seahawks are number 7. So technically, the Seahawks should be controlling their own destiny, winning in.
But they're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're not controlling all this guy. Even if they win,
Yeah, the Packers 6-5 in the conference, then the Seahawks 5-6. So if the Packers win, they'll go to 7-5, and if the Seahawks win, they'll go to 6-6. So I guess that's what kind of trade they have.
I have no idea.
They're going by the conference. But initially, the Packers should be in the number 7 seed.
All we know is it got meaningful football all the way down to Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if the Seahawks lose, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. If the Seahawks lose, you're gonna turn somebody's stomach.
You're gonna turn somebody's stomach.
Yeah, because if the Lions win, they in. Right?
If the Lions
Lions
win,
win
and
and the
no, the
Seahawks
Lions
lose.
need the Seahawks to lose.
Yeah, they need the Seahawks to lose.
Packers win and they're in. I just don't understand that part there.
Yes, it's the conference. It's the conference record.
I ain't saying that, but my thing is, why aren't they just number 7 right now?
They should be number 7 seed right now.
I think you know why they want number 7 because
Somebody
in
beat
this,
somebody.
huh?
No, the Packers, the Seahawks and Lions and Packers ain't play.
Mm.
No, I think what happened is, remember, the Packers always had 8 wins. They were 7-8 for a long time. Remember, the Packers were like 5 and something. They had to win the last 3.
Yeah, probably that's what it
So
is.
the Seahawks won that 8. The Seahawks had that record, that 8 wins long before the Packers. But I don't understand. Well, all I know is we gonna find out Sunday night. Cause I don't get paid to try to figure it out.
I got a feeling
So
the
we
Packers
will.
are the fact the Packers gonna win this game and then gonna
Yeah.
win the playoffs.
I think so.
'Cause you
So
know the NFL would like to see Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
You can't leave something there on the playoffs.
So I honestly believe that they gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ain't got no faith in Big Jared.
If the Seahawks lose, the Lions will come out on fire.
Yeah.
If the
I
Seahawks
still
lose,
think
Lions-
the Packers been dominating that division so long. You think the Lions want to deal with that? The Lions gonna knock them fellas out.
it's gonna be devastating to see when you see Seahawks losing and then after it feel like you're playing for nothing.
Exactly.
Because if the Seahawks lose, Green Bay in no matter what.
No.
No?
No.
The Green Bay would have to beat the Lions.
But you
Okay.
see here, yeah.
If the
somebody
Lions beat Green Bay, the Lions in. If the Seahawks lose.
Right.
So it's a crazy scenario.
Well, we all will be glued to our seat Sunday night.
we gonna have to.
We're gonna have to.
That game gonna be no matter what happened early in the day, we gonna have to watch what going on with that game.
That's why I say I hope the Seahawks lose. It's gonna be even sweeter Sunday night.
'Cause I just don't understand it.
Like I think the whole world gonna be glued into that.
So we gotta see. And then switch it over to the NFC. What we seeing over there in the AFC?
The AFC.
Scroll up.
Hold on. I got a right screen.
The Chiefs
So,
still got
the Chiefs clinched today. The Chiefs clinched number 1 today. That's locked up.
Yeah.
So we can bypass them. Here's where the funny dirty start now, fellas. Because of the canceled game on Monday, the Bengals automatically clinched the AFC North, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So, but they're still in third.
I think they should have given it a tie, Give the two teams a tie. That way, you know what I mean? You could actually see where the Bengals, it would be a way out. You could actually see where the Bengals win the NFC North.
So
But I think they but why if the Ravens win? I mean they're gonna still win the NFC the AFC North?
No. The Bengals win it altogether.
yeah,
okay.
Because
yeah.
even if the Ravens win that one, they give it to the Bengals. The Bengals 11-4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, what the
So
records
the
in the
win
division?
percentage, no, they're looking at win percentage. So
Win percentage?
even if the Ravens win, they're gonna go 11-6.
The Bengals gonna go
The
11-5.
Bengals gonna still have a better win percentage, so they give it to the Bengals.
Right.
The win percentage and how much games they play is why.
Okay.
So it can always be the Bengals as the thing. See, the neutral site games coming on a different thing.
In Baltimore 10-6. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
we
think they go
just
to
gotta
conference too,
look at
because
that.
Cincinnati 7-3 in the conference. So kind of looking at that too. And Baltimore 6-5.
Yeah, we gotta more than so right now the Jags playing the Tennessee Titans for
Tennessee.
the division.
Yeah. The winner
you
of that
got
game South, right?
Yep.
huh?
The winner of that game
Winner
win the
game
South
win the South there, the AFC.
Yeah.
and go into the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got the Chiefs, the Bills, the Bengals, the Chargers 10-6, good, Ravens 10-6, Jaguar, and then you come down to the Patriots and the Dolphins and the Steelers. The Steelers need a win, and the Dolphins and Patriots lose, and they in. That's how crazy it is. There's a good chance the Patriots gonna lose against the Bills. There's a
Yeah.
good chance the Dolphins might lose because they're down to the third string quarterback.
Yep.
Third string quarterback. Who the Ravens playing? I mean, who the Steelers playing? The Bronx?
Yeah.
Ah, bye. Well, so you gonna tell me? I
Steelers
don't know.
the Steelers got a strong chance making playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mike Tomlin yet again. That's a good head coach.
So
And Kenny Pickett look like he catching straight too. He looked good last week.
you look good, yeah. So basically, a lot to play for tomorrow. You know, usually week 18, well, week 17 games would be. You wouldn't really tune into it because it wasn't that exciting.
Right.
No, a lot of teams still playing for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was a smart idea from the NFL.
Even if you're playing for nothing, remember divisions 2 is a problem. And then, depending on where you come in the division, you play on another. You play. So if I come last in my division, I play last place in another division too.
Right.
Yep.
So all those things work. So can looking at matchups and so, I think we've got to play. So we play the NFC West this year. Next year we're gonna have to play last. So right now I think
Yeah, but
we're
you
in
have a last
second.
year schedule.
We're in second.
Second to last?
So no, we're in second place right now.
Okay.
So
you're on second
right
place
now,
schedule.
she ain't gonna have to play the Buccaneers next year.
Yeah. They'll have
We
to play
still
with
looking at if we beat the Saints, we play in second place in the West.
you. Right.
If we don't beat the Saints, we playing third place in the West. Or we could
Right.
be playing last place, guys. If the Falcons lose, if the Falcons beat the Buccaneers, then we're gonna be last if we lose. So all
Right.
kinds of stuff still going on. So people still looking at matchups for next year too. Cause who I prefer to play next year? The Cardinals or the Rams? Probably the Cardinals. So there's a lot still to go on. But like I said, what we know, week 18 here, and the 49ers got the Cardinals, Philly got the Giants, and the Panthers got
The seats.
the Saints. I don't know. I know we did our game picks. All of us
Yep.
picked the Chiefs today. The Chiefs had a rout over the Raiders. You guys got anything on that game?
No. I picked Raiders, man.
Oh yeah, pick the Raiders.
Yeah, I picked the Raiders.
I didn't watch that game, but of course.
Shane, you watch it. What you got? What you got? You got anything on it?
I don't know. The Chiefs were in cruise control.
From the start,
On the start. I mean, they were doing ring around the rosy and
all kinds of stuff.
all kind of stupid shit. You
Then
know what I'm saying? But
and my thing is, if I the Raiders, I'd be pissed at stuff like that.
great. I had to get hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta save that for next year. It done.
But you were playing for nothing.
Yeah, save it next year. It done.
Throw some balls or something. But you know me, you know how competitive and how
Right.
me,
Still,
I go.
you couldn't do
I
no
go-
ring around rosy huddle with me and tell me I got to wait till the next year.
Exactly.
I said that engage 8 and then licking down my homes.
And my home play till the third quarter.
Cause guess what? We don't know if I'm gonna be back on the Raiders next year.
True.
I licking he down. Engage 8, Greg Williams, bunk the gate style.
Hmm.
Don't come here about no ring around rosy nonsense with me. But
Stidham still had a good game, but the total team effort, you know what I'm saying, still wasn't
yeah,
there.
it got a lot going on with that Raiders team still.
Right. I mean, it wasn't an entertaining game from the beginning. The Chiefs were in control. They were in cruise control, and they were feared that they were going to lose the lead. They were driving at will. So they did what they had to do, but that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought Vegas would have come out and had a little
show some
more,
pride or something, man.
right, some more oomph, knowing that you already out the playoffs. You playing a playoff team. You go out here and you just give it 110%, and you look at it, they weren't giving it 110%.
But then again, I don't think they want to give up them draft position either.
True, but I don't think it'll 100 if you freaking have beat the Chiefs.
They probably would, no. They could have get knocked out of the top 10. They at number 8 right now. And with that loss, they could that the lowest they're gonna be is 8. They could probably move up to number 7, number 6, depending on other stuff. The thing is with the Raiders, where do they turn to? Do they go quarterback in the first round, or do they build the defensive backfield? What do they do? Do they build a line? Cause the line still leaky, so they got a lot of decisions coming up. Josh McDaniels, what he gonna do?
This is where Josh McDaniels gonna be tested now as a head coach to see how he build this team.
You think Josh McDaniels take a run at Brady next year? I don't know.
That'd be stupid.
What happened to Carr?
They're trading Carr.
I don't know if so. They can't trade him because he got no trade clause.
They're gonna trade him. You want me to tell you what? Remember,
Trade him?
but he could veto the trade thing. But you think Carr gonna be somebody that they don't want to? Remember, the only reason they bench him is because if he got injured in these last 2 games, they would have to pay him. The guaranteed money would have kicked in.
Right.
So why would I keep him off the field, knowing that if I wanted him next year to do that, I would have had him playing.
You already out of playoff contention. So why would you even do that if you got the guaranteed money?
They gotta play because if you put in Stidham, that means you taking a long look at Stidham for next year. Because who else? So look at other teams that are gonna playoffs. They still gotta play. The only teams that are gonna change it up is teams that are looking at people for next year, like those fellas that got young quarterback. Like say for example, Washington, the perfect example. They're starting Sam Howell tomorrow. You only starting Sam Howell to see how he is, to help you better with your quarterback decision because Carson Wentz ain't the answer. Heineke is not an answer, so we gotta see from now how Sam Howell will do. The thing with the Raiders is they put Stidham in because Stidham been in that system for 4 years now. They actually giving them a long hard look in terms of do we think, or like I say, where they ain't return to the Buccaneers next year. Josh McDaniels still believe in that Raiders team as a win. No, the way they have it, they're gonna try. We might never know. He may tell Brady, come 1 year and let's go for it all. They got a high draft pick. Let me get another offensive lineman to help keep him up on his feet, and then go. But Carr ain't playing in the Raiders next year. They're gonna trade Carr. They're gonna trade Carr.
I think that would be the best move, but they ain't a move for a team that's ready to win.
How you know Josh McDaniels didn't think he team is a quarterback away and team Carr?
Who's gonna be?
Only Josh McDaniels, no? Only Josh McDaniels, no. We don't know how Josh McDaniels thinking. I don't think Carr more than likely gonna be gone next year.
I think so.
The issue with it is how much they gonna ask for. Nobody giving up no first round pick for Derek Carr.
Right.
So we got a seat from there.
I was asking for 2 second rounds.
Even that may be high. We know you want to get him off your hands.
Yeah. I hit high first.
Yeah, but
I might ask a first round pick.
But when you look
to start the conversation,
when you look at
and
Carr,
after to see where it goes after.
When you look at what Carr did, his stats, and then look at his situation. Carr done been through how much head coaches?
A lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Lot.
So does the blame lie on Carr or does the blame lie on the Raiders? That's a lot of head coaches for to go through. Yeah. I'm surprised that he lasted throughout those coaches, and that could tell you something about Carr as well, right? If when coaches come in, the first thing they want to do is change the quarterback.
Yeah, there's no consistency.
But they stuck with Carr and rode out with him. But he's been through, I think it's 4 or 5 coaches in his career on the Raiders.
Gruden.
Del Rio, right? Del Rio was a coach with him.
Jack Del Rio.
With Carr, exactly.
Who
and then
else?
after
You had an interim fellow, Fayachi. Whatever his
Yeah,
name is. I can't
yeah.
remember his name. Fachi? I can't remember.
He's a patch.
But I can't remember. I can't remember his name. You had him, you had Gruden, you had um, Jack Del Rio, that was 3. You got McDaniels, that was 4. Who was before Del Rio, by?
He played for 5 head coaches in the last 8 seasons.
So we only missed one.
Minus one, yeah.
Who it is?
I'll try and look it up.
I want to say it was an offensive line coach who was a
Hold
head
on,
coach.
I'll find it. Hold on.
We missing one diesel.
Missing one year.
I think it was no big time head coach.
You think it was an off? I think
I
it
think
was an
we're missing
offensive
He
line.
played for what, 8 years, right?
Yeah.
8 years. 8
Yeah,
years
some,
was what, 2012? So,
no, earlier than that.
but yeah.
I mean later than that. 8 year we 2022 now. So 2012 will be
Dennis
okay.
Allen,
Dennis Allen, right?
Dennis Allen, Tony Sperano,
Oh,
Jack Del Rio, John Gooden, and Josh McDaniel.
Mm-hmm. They ain't count Fachi?
No, because he was interim. They didn't count him.
Okay.
He missed Hugh by a 2-3 year.
Yes.
I mean, that's, to me, I don't know. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I love to see him throw the deep pass. I don't know. I don't think he have problems with his decision making. He does throw a lot of interceptions. Well, not really. He don't throw a lot of interceptions.
if Carr gets in the right system, you got to find he has to get in the right system.
I just think
You see the thing with this should be another active quarterback off season, just like last last year. You got, for instance, but you see is what KG said though. A lot of these quarterbacks should thrive if they're in the right system.
Right system.
Look at Baker when he went out there with McVay. Baker don't look bad out there with McVay.
right.
Because he in a system that helped him.
Mm-hmm.
Donald don't look bad with McAdoo no, because the system allowed him to walk.
Look at Hurts.
Look at Hurts. The system allowed him to walk. Look at before Minshew come into there when Minshew had light up for Jacksonville, it was the system.
Yeah.
It all depends on how your system is. You can't have look at, for example, look at Justin Fields. The first half of the season, the system wasn't right. They had him trying to be Aaron Rodgers.
Can't.
No, you start to make the man use his legs, make him a dual threat. You get a man some proper weapons, you can't stop Jalen Hurts. I mean Justin Fields. Got the man running boil on you already.
Mm-hmm.
So
next year
imagine what he
gonna
can
be crazy
have.
next year.
Exactly. So imagine what he could do. Some quarterbacks, you just need to have a good
foundation
system. See, but even thing. Look at Porde and Garoppolo. To me, two of them more similar than Porde and Lentz. Porde and Garoppolo, Shanahan's system just working for them.
Right.
With Lentz, you still want to. Shanahan still want Lentz to use his legs because he's that athletic. So the system would change a bit, not much, but change to incorporate some leg plays. Whereas Porde and Garoppolo, the pocket passers, they're gonna stay and think. So it depends on what the system is that does work. But a perfect example too, Shane. We used to disc Goff about he did against the Rams. But Goff is a Pro Bowler this year. Goff got damn near 35 touchdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Ben Johnson put a scheme there for Goff, and he lightened up the play. Oh, I know I'm going to tell you guys. I know we got a lot of clear-cut favorites for Coach of the Year, but if the Lions make the playoffs, I give it to Dan Campbell. Because them are 1-6. Them are 1-6, and if the Lions make the playoffs, I got to tight. Dan Campbell and Brian Daboll.
That's gonna be tough between him and
But even Daboll.
I think Daboll might.
Hey, KG Biden in Jacksonville.
Who Dougie P?
No, but that team was always good enough. That team was always
from last to first.
But what Doug? But what?
Coach of the year.
I think what
that
Brian
team was always good. It just he had no coach. Urban Meyer suck.
What Brian Daboll did with the Giants, That's an impressive job. I mean,
Yeah.
from he traded Tony, he benched Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard got injured, Wandale Robinson got injured.
And plus, he when he took over the team, they were like 35 million over the cap.
Right.
So he couldn't even
So
bring in nobody.
He did an awesome job.
I still give my hats off to Dan Campbell for what he do with the Lions. Knowing that the Lions always be lose and then start the season 1-5 from the actually be playing. When last you hear they tried playing meaningful week 18 games or December games.
I think it was 2015.
That's why Calvin Johnson retired because he couldn't get a meaningful game out there in Detroit.
Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders.
Exactly. So we can't remember the last time Detroit Detroit got a chance to win and try to make playoffs.
Yep.
So I mean, Dan Campbell deserves a lot. But like I said, this year it's very hard to give somebody a clear cut. I would like to see how the voters gonna vote it out this year.
Who get coach of the year for the AFC?
I think the AFC, NFC just won.
Just one.
It just one coach of the year. So, like I said,
KZ by.
Dougie P?
No.
Jacksonville.
Dougie P? No, I don't think so.
Jacksonville.
I don't think so. Not at 9-8.
Well,
if them win tonight, Treaty.
Yeah, but 9-8 is the division. I still think it's gonna be. Shanahan. I still think it's gonna be Shanahan. Shanahan run to 3 quarterbacks. What people always like to see is, remember, sometimes it's all about who it is to. With means like Brock Purdy, 7th round last pick in the draft. Not to say he ain't a good player, but just to hear that and Shanahan still ain't take his foot out of the gas, they're gonna give to Shanahan. They could also give to Hortz, but I think Hortz gonna win. Hortz gonna win the MVP. Well, I don't know if he's 2 games for him. Mahomes gonna win it. No, but Hortz was the clear cut MVP at first. I think these 2 losses, Hortz think chance. These 2 losses, Hortz
see you any chance.
See you any chance of coach of the year. Them 2 losses was bad losses for him as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that hurt his chances. But I think Shanahan. No, my thing is too.
Shanahan and Brian Dable.
My thing is, Andy Reid, don't even get the credit. Andy Reid could win tons load of coach of the year. The problem is because he got more homes, them don't like to give it to him. But remember, that offense ain't the same offense as all the years ago. Team like them just scoring in quick, fast hurry. That man carving up after remember they got 7th round. Shane Partner don't even play. It was Elia. He don't even play. They got 7th round partner back there.
Pacheco?
Them put Tuna now. Them trade for Tuna, got Tuna up and down like a gadget player. Juju Smith quietly had a good year. And don't forget Kelsey. Plus the defense. We don't know nobody on the Chiefs defense, but yet they still remember all of us had predicted that the Chiefs would be last in that division, you know.
Yeah, we did.
All of us said the Chiefs go as the worst team in that division now after all these things. And look here, the Chiefs number 1 still in the AFC. So and the Reid deserves credit. Shanahan deserves credit. Sirianni deserves credit. Peterson deserves. But if I had to pick it, if the Lions don't make the playoffs, I give it to what KG said, Dable from the Giants. Because nobody thought Daniel Jones was the answer there, but now they're talking about resigning him. Saquon, we don't know how he would have come back. He there, and I think what they at? I think they 8-7-1 or something like that.
9. I think they're 9-6-1.
9-6-1. You got to give to Dable. I ain't think I could give to nobody else. I could give to Steve Wilkes. After what he took over.
Hello. No.
So you think he do a good job?
He did an okay job.
Shane, you think he do a good job?
He did an okay job. No.
You know, if he did a good job, you wouldn't be here sulking, depressing, sucking salt today. He did an okay job.
If he started, if he ended the season,
right,
at least 3 games above 500, then yeah, he could have been in question.
I disagree with Ian. I ain't saying that he do a good job. I just want to hear it from you. My thing about it is
if he had win that
he
game
did
last
a good job until the Tampa Bay game.
Right.
right.
But my thing
Right.
about it is the reason why I still give him props is because what KGs are usually say, a lot of these new coaches take over in the half season.
Mm-hmm.
He took over on week 6.
Mm-hmm.
Team like he gonna implement what he wanted or change up coaching staff, change up personnel. He had to just play with what he had. All he do is change up the philosophy.
Right.
Smash mouth, hard nosed football team. And it worked. Donald looked 10 times better. The play can't get a lot easier for Donald. But like I say, I think Steve Wilkes too old school for me. In this modern era of football, Steve Wilkes too old school. I don't mind. I always keep saying this to myself. If I hire a new head coach into the offensive coordinator, say like Ben Johnson or even Steichen, I going straight on the phone to Steve Wilkes and say, just run my defense. Just run the defense. The defense was good with he. I take away the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game where you got CJ Henderson, Keith Taylor out there. That ain't gonna happen again. There you got them two coons out there. But I would have had he run the defense. But head coach, I just afraid of what he might do. And I ain't able with it. And then they done got reports that the Panthers got him always set on Anthony Richardson, according to Shane, assault rifle 15. Assault rifle 15, but he'll sit a year, leave Donald play this year, because he ain't ready. Sit him a year, but remember most people saying he got the most upside in this whole draft.
Yeah, he
just
does.
ain't ready.
There was a story that said if Jalen Hurts wasn't the answer, the Eagles had eyes on Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, because they say he's a much better version than thing. It's just that he ain't ready to play day one. But if you put he in the right situation and let him take a year off, his ceiling higher than Bryce Young and them fellas.
Yeah, the Eagles are looking closely at Anthony Richardson if Jalen Hurts wasn't the answer.
They say he built like a Cam Newton. He got legs like Lamar, but he got arms like Josh Allen and them.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta put him in the right situation. Have patience. You gotta have patience.
If he gets the right coaching staff, Jesus.
Yeah. Christ. Like I tell she said I get locked up. But it's definitely AR-15 partner. Assault Rifle 15 is what his name is. Assault Rifle 15. But we'll talk about Assault Rifle 15 in the future a lot. But like we said, a lot of I think what we'll do.
Just so you know, he's talking about Anthony Richardson. He's not talking about the actual weapon.
Nobody would think that I'm talking about a weapon because that's his nickname.
No sources of math instruction going on here.
Why would somebody come here to listen to football think I talking about a gun when you
no sources of mass instruction going on here.
Man named AR-15 all over.
They've watched the last two shows. He was depressed. He was angry. He was kind of now you're show talking about AR-15.
I was depressed. The only AR-15, the only two people that need an AR-15, CJ Henderson and Keith Taylor. For just leaving Mike Evans. For leaving Mike Evans run straight on the field and do that. Because something is definitely wrong with him. Right. You know what's gonna be fun? We may get it tomorrow on the show, but definitely Tuesday. We will have Black Monday.
Oh yeah.
We will see
Black Monday,
who's here and who's not. Right now, we got the Colts, the Broncos, and the Panthers as the openers right now. They said
they got fired Jeff Saturday. Do not bring him back next year as no damn head coach.
Well, I mean, he was only the interim, so they still got to go through the process. So we know for a fact 3 openings: Colts, Broncos, Panthers.
Broncos is a sexy pick.
It's hard though. They ain't as sexy as they think. Because they
gonna have a champagne, I think.
The Saints granted them permission to talk, but you can't talk to them until January 17th.
Right.
But it's still difficult though, because what most people saying is if you don't like what Denver got now, you're free. Remember, they gave up all the draft capital to get Russell plus them in cap hail with Russell contract. So whoever they combine gotta work with that team.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever gonna be the next head coach gotta be okay with Russell. Plain and simple. Because remember they give up like 2 or 3 first round picks, plus a third round pick. and then Russell get a big contract. So team like they could go make no special. So they actually got a real good defense. The defense was only giving up 12 points a game.
But they got good offense
They
too.
got good offense too,
They
but
got a good offense too.
look at the last two games that they played. They put up points. They actually start to move the ball and start to do what it's supposed to do. I don't know what
Because
it is.
because that that coach or whoever knew,
Hackett.
Hackett, no,
not Hackett, who they have no
Who
Hackett
did?
Gan.
Who did now? Clint Kubiak.
oh
Whoever
yeah,
they already know. You already know the type of offense Russell needs to be in.
I forget Hackett get fired.
But I would like to see what Sean Payton would do there.
Well, Sean Payton with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy, and KJ Hamler. Jesus Christ.
So what it is
And
that
Russell?
you got that opening. You got the Colts. What they were saying the pros for the Colts is you got top 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
You got a roster that got some
they could go
talent
for a
on it,
quarterback.
and they more than likely they can probably get CJ Stroud if nobody trade up over them. They got CJ because if the Texans go with Bryce Young, the Colts had number 5. Number 2 is the Bears. The Bears don't need a quarterback.
Only the quarterback.
Number 3 is the Seahawks. I don't think the
Seahawks.
Seahawks gonna go quarterback. Number 4 is the Lions. I don't think the Lions going quarterback. Number 5 is the thing. So they will go with Stroud. I have nobody don't trade up. So and then you got the Panthers, which got a young team with a lot of talent. They got those picks from San Fran, so they got like 3 picks in the top 4 picks in the top 100, in the top like 90. So that's good for somebody, a coach coming in. And we got them 3 for no. I think the Texans is one to keep our eye on because they said Lovett Smith is meeting with the owner. We got the Texans, the Rams, the Cardinals. Those are teams that are on the fence. Still could be the Chargers. 2 outside of them. Who else? Who you guys got? Anybody else that we hear of?
Not really.
That you think?
Maybe Ron Rivera.
You put a
Oh yeah,
Rams,
Washington.
You
Washington
run
is
over there.
one.
you put McVay on there.
McVay
Yeah,
no.
I see the Rams.
McVay
Yeah,
gonna go because he gonna take the money.
let's go say.
What about my buy down there in Arizona? You talk about that?
Yeah, I
Good.
see the Rams and Cardinals.
Let me see. Let me see who else we got. Uh, I think that's it. I think you're covered.
Yeah, I think those are the teams. So those are the teams there. But like I say, Tuesday show we'll go through what we see on Black Monday and see what's the ideal candidates for that. But yeah, let's just finish out the season
You
on
can
a
find my
strong
defensive
note.
coordinator.
That's up to you, not up to me.
You gotta handle that. You gotta handle
Exactly. I don't know what he coming to me with that for.
You can find my defensive coordinator.
You tell us what happened after. So again, like I
man.
say, it's the last week of football. Week 18 is upon us. The last week of regular season football. Playoffs start next week. Like I said, Shane is marching forward. Eagles is marching forward. Panthers head into the off season. We'll talk some more on what's the matchups like tomorrow. More than likely, guaranteed, one of our teams, either the Eagles or the 49ers, will be playing next week in Wild Card Weekend.
Mhm.
So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about
Hopefully in us.
some of the other matchups too, and then any other news that pop up after these games. Because right after the games, you hear who fired, who ain't coming back, and this and that. So we got some stuff to talk about tomorrow. But I mean, I'm just gonna enjoy the Panthers game. I ain't even stressing. I laugh more than I do anything else. But for you guys, I mean, you're still playing to something, but I don't expect the 49ers to have no issues with the Cardinals, and I don't expect the Eagles to have no issues with the second unit,
Better than
New
that.
York Giants. So
Yes, we meant that we shouldn't be playing in the playoffs if we're struggling against a damn second unit.
well, We'll talk about it tomorrow and see what we say. But for now, I think that's it for me. I don't know if you guys got anything that you
Um,
wanna bring up, but that's it for me.
yeah, we're looking around the league. Hamlin is talking. He's posting on IG. He's on a good path forward. He's still in critical condition, but he's on a good path forward.
Yeah,
After what happened, it's gonna be a
I know.
crazy
I know you had a surprise FaceTime with his teammates.
right.
Mhm.
So
And then all the everybody will focus on Daryl Hamlin, but I heard that T Higgins was going through a lot too because he really 'cause he was the one that the play happened on. He took it kind of hard.
the
Probably need
issue
to see a,
was the
probably
issue
need to
was
see a
that
sports
the
psychologist.
no, it ain't only there is the
Outside of that,
backlash that the fans gave him. The fans blamed him as if he do something.
right? But even outside of that, he had already feel bad because it happened on the play that he was doing, and then the fans, as fans, gonna always be fans,
Be
idiots.
ignorant.
Hmm.
Idiots. No, I can call them idiots. Ain't ignorance, idiots.
Ignorance, because ignorance is bliss. You don't know, you don't understand what happened, you don't know what happened.
And they take to social media, of course, internet bullies, and want to bash the guy like it was his fault for doing what he was doing. It was a normal football. It didn't even really have anything to do with football. It really didn't have anything to do with football.
It took it
It was
took Damar Hamlin's parents to go on social
right.
media and say, "Well, I don't understand what you guys. If you guys really care about my son, then you wouldn't be bashing T
Exactly,
Higgins."
exactly,
And then if they
And
exactly.
knew, and then if they knew that T Higgins has been at DeMar Hamlin's bedside the entire time, they wouldn't be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's people. People just like to talk. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of ignorance. All the good
yeah,
stuff that come out of it, and you still got this minuscule amount of idiots that do shit, talk shit, say shit. I mean, I even read something that somebody said it was a vaccine. I'm like, really, really?
And what?
Yeah. I mean, how long ago? How long ago was that?
The vex. What,
Exactly. Exactly.
what
You know,
fucking comments? No, man.
that's
Tell
that's
you,
that's
man.
that's the world we live in. But Hamlin is doing fine. I think he'll be on to a good recovery. We thank the Bills medical staff for basically
And the
bringing that guy
NFL.
back, bringing that guy
NFL,
back to life. Thank the NFL for the way they handle the situation. I was not a fan of how the decision made to end the game or cancel the game. I wasn't a fan of that because of my personal investments I would
I
have.
understand not canceling the game because
You know,
players are emotional. They weren't going to be able to focus on the game itself. So I cannot understand not canceling the game because you'd have had a horrible product. The players wouldn't. It would have been back and forth. So I cannot understand canceling the game. But what I think they should have done was call it instead of canceling the game in total,
right?
call it a tie.
Or come up with a way to make up the game. I think we could have
You
had.
can't make it up. I think you can make it up right now
We could have. I mean, I understand. Like I could.
because which means that you got pushed back the Super Bowl.
No, you had to move the Super Bowl, KJ. I don't think you had to move the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl can move. I understand that. It's just too much money involved in the Super Bowl to move it. But nobody don't give a shit about Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl game itself has been canceled. So why not just put one day when those guys could have made up that game after
Yeah,
we did?
that means they're pushing the playoffs back.
Okay.
I kind of think because
And then the part so who I was talking to was like, then you don't give the Super Bowl team that extra week. I say, why do you need an extra week for? You don't have an extra week to prepare for playoffs. Why you need an extra week for Super Bowl?
the rest will
Why?
prepare. That's
Nah,
that's what they wanted for because
nah,
then after you're gonna get backlash from the coaches and stuff like that.
nah. That's all right. You could deal with that. This is uncircumstantial situation. I think that game because that game was that game. You understand me? If it was any other game, I don't understand. But because it was that game, the number 2 and the number 3 seed, and you basically call it a draw.
I think they should have called it a tie. Call
Yeah,
it a
they
tie.
should have. They should have done something
Call
where
it
it
a
had
tie.
some kind of implication. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
call it a tie.
Because should the Baltimore Ravens be upset right now? Well, not really because they lost,
But
right?
they
They
tell them
lost.
6.
They lost. But if they had won, if they
Right.
had won, that
Then
if they
yeah.
had won week
It,
17,
it would have been a situation.
it'd have been nice. It'd have been a situation because that means that if the Buffalo Bills have beat the Bengals in week 17, that
Yeah,
they would have had,
right.
then they would have had a chance to win the AFC North. But because they lost, I think that helped the decision as well. So, like I said, I am upset. Um, I am not upset. I'm just a little bothered because of my personal investments. But yeah, it is what it is. I think the NFL did a great job. I think the broadcasters did a good job. I think entirety, the whole sport, NFL did a great job this week of handling that situation. Period.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, the idea of having an ambulance on site. I mean,
Well, that's not normal.
I mean, that's. But I think a lot most sports do that. Most sports usually have EMS on site,
Oh yeah,
regardless of whatever happens. I mean, for instance, even if it's a special event, they always
yeah,
have EMS on site.
correct.
I mean, I've seen it beforehand walking at National Park to see where the EMS is always on site, regardless of whatever happens. So that's good on their part.
Yeah, there's like I said, the physicians they practice those kind of situations. Like I think what the NFL said once a year or something like that.
Hmm.
In a case like that happens.
Quick response here.
Yeah, so shout out to the medical team for knowing, giving them CPR. I think I heard his marketing rep said it wasn't twice they had to revive him. It was
Oh,
just
that's one time.
once
But he was done
on
a
the
long
field.
time. He was done,
Yeah,
a
He was
long
done
time.
a long time here.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so I think they said in total it was 9 minutes. I mean, he was basically, like we said on the show on Tuesday, he was basically dead.
Right,
And,
exactly.
and they brought him back to life. He lost life and came back. So, hopefully that young fella, I mean, he's only 24 years old. Hopefully he can continue his career. I really hope he can continue his career because, NFL, everybody gets a shot at that, you know what I'm saying? And to have it snatched away from you because of a health condition is traumatizing.
Look at
and I
she
like
said,
I like what he say. Soon as he got up,
Yeah, did we win?
who
uh,
won the game?
Who
did
won?
we win? And the
You know,
doctors told him you won the game of life.
Of
So
life, right?
that
right?
was something big.
But like again, like I said, commend big up more respect to T Higgins. T Higgins was by his bedside the whole time because he felt terrible, terrible. I mean, I can understand the feeling, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody ever lost somebody in your hands or caused somebody life because of what you did or what you not intentionally did, you know the feeling of that. And a lot of people ain't seeing that, and that way they could go on internet and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad it turned out this way because I had my doubts, you know what I'm saying? 9 minutes is a long time. Did I say what, 5 minutes? And then to wake up and be able to write and do everything, that's 9 minutes with your brain having oxygen.
Motor
That's
skills, yeah.
right, your motor skills. And so we'll see. I mean, he's still on a long path because, like I said, they still have him in critical condition. So more prayers to Hamlin and speedy recovery. And that's all I got to say after that.
Yeah, wish him all the best. Keep fighting, and hopefully God continues to bless him and his family and keeps it going. So,
Hmm.
all right. So, I think from everyone's perspective, that probably is it for tonight's show. Same time tomorrow will be on Sunday as we get the final results from all our games, and then one game will be left to play on Sunday night, which is the Lions and Packers. But we should have a full show with a lot of news tomorrow based on who gets fired, who's not, how the playoffs standings look. By the time our
Do
show
we get the
comes
number
on,
one seed?
I
we
hope
gotta
not.
see what happens.
I hope not. I hope Hudson
If you
might.
see this smile, that means we get number one seed. If
I
you see
hope Hudson,
this,
I hope Hudson
that
might
means we get it.
rustle like an old bad pen.
No, 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 no,
I
no, no,
hope
no,
so.
no, no, no,
Rustle like
no,
an
no.
old bad pen. Just let me get a number one seed,
You're
man.
gone too far now,
Let me
boss.
get a number one.
And we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Same time, the usual time, 8 o'clock. We'll talk some more football. Then just be sure to keep the updates. Keep checking us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram for all the latest updates and anything we gotta deal with the show. You guys will know because we'll keep everyone intact from Philly's point of view, San Fran's point of view, and Carolina's point of view. So outside of that, we'll see everyone tomorrow.
Go Niners.